Hey everybody, this is Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of heavy Pisces placements in your chart. It will be for the energy surrounding November 15th through the 30th. We are still going to be moving through Mercury being retrograde in Scorpio. It officially goes direct on the 20th, but we're still going to be feeling residual effects of it at least until the first week of December. So just be mindful of that and be patient with others and yourself. This retrograde period has been extremely internal. Extremely internal. I feel like it's a lot of inner reflection and it's a lot of things being unearthed from our emotional realms as well as through memories. So if you've been having a hard time dealing with that, it's coming up for a reason. So allow yourself to experience it, feel it, look at it, observe it, understand it, study it, do whatever you have to move forward without it. It's definitely having to do with a cleansing process, and I'm actually just now noticing that there is the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so that is a card of healing and reflection after pain. It could be pain due to a loss, it could be pain just due to your experiences, and maybe there's been things that have come up for you that have really made you address that pain, and now you're having to look at it. Yeah, we've got the Hermit on the bottom of the deck as well. So you could be very quiet right now, very reflective. You're trying to find the wisdom in your experiences or a specific experience. So let me kind of see what it is that I get for you guys. Major anxiety. I feel a lot of tension from my stuck in between my stomach and my chest. I definitely feel some pressure on my chest. It's like I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I really want you guys to get to a better place. I feel like this is a continuous thing since September. Because I want to cry. And I don't know what you're going through, but I really hope that you're allowing yourself to get through it in the right ways. I feel like that's very in the right ways. Uncertainty is difficult. I didn't even need to get an image for that. I just needed to get a feeling. So show me what's going to be happening for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for November. Okay. Judgment. Yeah. Some deep energy. And you are currently possibly restraining yourself. Or there is another person who is restraining themselves, but this feels like it is you restraining yourself. Yeah, definitely restraining yourself. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to take it. Yep. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and start talking about these because these feel very important. So this is very past energy to me. And because we already saw the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords usually is what precedes it. And that is the pain energy we're talking about here. Now, what I specifically want to address is the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. For a lot of you out there, especially if you watch YouTube videos or if you are well versed in tarot cards and their meanings, for a lot of you, immediately the first thought is third-party situation, being involved in romantic relationships that definitely involve more than one person, and lying about it. Now, while that could be the case here, to me, this is more so a recognition as to how you deal with your pain, because of the fact that I see the Knight of Wands here and strength and judgment. You're becoming very aware of certain patterns that you may have or have used in your life, and I think you're really reconciling with how unhealthy it is for you. Now, with the Knight of Wands and strength, that is needing to hold yourself back from being impulsive. The Knight of Wands definitely is somebody who follows their passion no matter what direction that goes in. It's very instantaneous often, kind of like the way fire often is. Once the spark goes, everything goes up in flames, or a flame grows slowly. Now, you're thinking about something very deeply. The High Priestess is someone who really tries to rely on their intuition. And for some reason, for me, the High Priestess is a very strange element that is connected to the Hermit in a way. Both of them have very strong understandings of esoteric wisdom and knowledge, but more importantly, they have this strange and uncanny ability to be alone. Now, it's quite possible that you haven't been alone for a really long time. Not really alone. It's almost as if with the High Priestess here and the Knight of Pentacles, there is this need to be alone. There's a need to be alone so that you can understand what it is that you're wanting to do, or what it is that you're about to do, because you're about to do it. Eight of Wands there, you're about to do it. That's very quick energy. That's communication. That's sending a message. That's sending a warning shot. That's doing something. But it's almost as if you're really having to think about this. You're having to think about it, and you're trying to formulate the most solid way of approaching this. You're wanting to make sure it's stable. You're wanting to make sure that whatever it is that you're about to invest into, because when the Knight of Pentacles invests in something, his next steps are through the Queen and the King. So it's very solid energy. Very grounded. Let's clarify judgment here. Ooh, ouch. Yeah. You want to get to the King of Pentacles energy. I think you want to be solid. I think you want to be committed. I think you want to be stable. And I think you want to be responsible. And with the Three of Cups reversed in the past, I think you're realizing that your past behaviors, or the way that you tend to move through life, is no longer helping you be able to achieve that. Yeah. Part of me, how do I put this? As much as people love my nature to be very blunt, I'm going to take it easy on this one, just because I feel like all I need to say, and if this isn't you and this is somebody else, then it's for them. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, whatever. But you know what you do. And you know. The moon is often an energy that's very confusing. It's very, there's a lot of illusions there. There's a lot of, I mean, it can be connected to heightened states of consciousness and intuition, but when it's paired with these cards, it's secrets. It's things that are hidden. It's things that are now coming to the surface. So back to looking at this one or two ways. If this does have to do with being in third-party situations, that is coming out, or it already did come out. And it's quite possible that if somebody did this to you and it wasn't you doing it to someone else, you might be realizing through judgment that you made a poor decision with the Two of Wands in the reverse. You committed to the wrong thing. Now, if this doesn't have to do with that, then this is just you wanting to get into a very, it's almost like being tired of how thin you are spreading yourself in your life, and life is probably feeling very confusing for you right now. There is a lot of pain that you're experiencing, but it's like this mixed combination of pain and joy all at the same time. But you're keeping a lot of things to yourself. You're definitely keeping a lot of things to yourself, especially when it comes to your feelings. Okay. This clarifies that. Hermit and the Five of Swords. You're keeping a lot of things to yourself. I think you're doing that too because it's almost like you could be worried that if you were to speak up, that this could cause a problem. And I think too, it's almost like, you know, me looking at all the cards involved, it's quite possible that if you did hurt someone, that person is who is in the Five of Swords energy. It could also be you, and this other person could be in a very quiet space, but something's ending here. With the Nine of Wands attached to that, and then Death in the World, I feel like your guard is starting to come down. Someone else's may not be, though. There's a lot of protection here. I mean, I feel like if this is involving two people, both of you are protecting yourselves. Both of you are having to be in a space of needing to either defend yourselves or just feel like you need to protect yourselves in this situation. It's being scared. It's being scared of being vulnerable. It's being scared of expressing or sharing your feelings. It's being scared of the unknown, of how something would go. Now, with Death in the World, that I think that cycle is completing for you. I think you're moving into new territory and how you operate on a daily basis in your life. I think you're trying to take steps towards being a more committed individual, not only towards yourself, but to other people or things in your life, whether it's your job, whether it's friends, family. You're trying to show up as a better person. You're trying to show up as a more stable person. You're trying to actually get shit under control. And I think it's because with the Four of Cups, this energy got really old. I think you got to the point to where you were really dissatisfied with it. And you are really starting to understand that that is never going to make you happy. Being in this energy is never going to make you happy. I think you thought that you could do that to find a way to your happiness, but I think you're starting to understand that the truest way that you can find happiness is actually having to take the steps towards being stable and really committing to something. I was just about to say, but you're scared. And then the Eight of Swords, but you're scared. These are self-imposed limitations, though. This is you creating fear within yourself. And with the Ace of Swords, I think that you're about to cut yourself free. You might even be cutting yourself free through communicating and expressing something to someone and realizing that that helps you get out of that energy. Just saying it, just being open, just expressing, just having a conversation, communicating, taking that step, even if you don't know what the outcome's going to be. Let's clarify this Eight of Wands here. We have Temperance. Things are going to be getting back into balance. King of Wands in reverse. I think you're afraid. Yeah, you're very afraid. Either someone else in this equation holds a lot more power in the situation, oh, okay. Very interesting. You might be making a pretty serious choice this month. I think you're taking the shot towards someone you really care about. This is someone you view in a very high regard or light. And if you aren't doing this, then this is what someone is doing towards you. Now, the Empress to me is divine feminine energy, so it definitely is a female in my opinion. If it is not a female, it is a very feminine male. But this is someone who possesses qualities and skills of not only having the potential to be an excellent mother if she's not already a mother. This is someone who knows how to take care of herself and have energy to take care of others as well. She also understands the nature of life. She understands cycles. She often has a very, very calming presence. She feels like home. She feels like home. There's something very familiar about her. Safety is a very big word here. Now, with the King of Wands in reverse, though, and the Seven of Wands, I think you spent a lot of time defending yourself in a situation. Or defending your poor actions. Because when the King of Wands is in reverse, that is not someone who acts from the highest caliber. It's very Knight of Wands energy. It's flighty. It's someone who doesn't take action. And if they do take action, it's through very interesting means, because most of the time it has to do with some form of manipulation. Six of Cups, though, this is somebody from your past. Coming clean, huh? Coming clean. It's very beautiful energy, though. You know, everyone in their life has made poor choices. Everyone in their life has made mistakes. Everyone in their life has done things that have caused pain. Now, the way we choose to deal with that, and the way we choose to show up for it, and the way we choose to reconcile with it. Did I already say that? If I did, I'm sorry. Anyways, that's up to us. But in this equation, I feel like the level at which you have observed your behavior, there is this strong desire to change. What you do is up to you. Wow. Okay. So let's go even deeper with this. Your energy card is you are not abandoned. Now, this energy back here, issues with being stable, does have a lot to do with the way that we were treated, or what we were taught growing up. Maybe somebody didn't provide you with the skills of being a stable person. Maybe someone didn't provide you with an atmosphere that showed you stability, so you carried that with you through life. Because you didn't understand the way that looked, you didn't know how to create it for yourself. And there might also be an issue with feeling as if people always abandon you, so it's just easier for you to operate in this energy. So this is a reminder to you. If that's something that needs to be healed and that's something that needs to be looked at, please look at it. Because this is a reminder that either you are not abandoned right now, or maybe this person isn't going to abandon you. And then maybe you feel like they did abandon you, but they didn't. They didn't abandon you, they just had to stand up for what was going on. So follow your intuition. You might be having intense dreams at this time. You might be having, it's quite possible, even weird moments of synchronicities or coincidences, or even feeling like you're having conversations with this person via dreams. I would listen to it because it's trying to tell you something. The High Priestess doesn't show up for lack of a good reason. She's here to say something. And she says something without saying anything at all. That's why she's such a badass. She says everything with her demeanor, with her presence. She doesn't even have to speak words. Okay, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed your reading for November 15th through the 30th. Keep in mind it is a general. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If you did enjoy it, please like, share, subscribe, or comment down below. I did add a donation button if you would like to donate to keep this channel going. It is absolutely not a necessity. I love doing this either way, and I don't need it. Just an option. So I will see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves.